I don't know what that is. I'm still reeling from that, from being spoken to like that by that person. When I started this channel, it was to share my journey of being late diagnosed with ADHD and autism. I was diagnosed just a little over a year ago, and the things that I've learnt in that year have been a bit of a steep learning curve. But I've also found out that the journey of unmasking has been an eye-opener, and I've learnt a lot, but none of it has come easy. And I guess, you know, that's going to be the same for anyone learning something new, but also learning more about themselves, learning how to fit in a world that's not made for you. Some of the things that I've learnt are that I am very often dysregulated, very often experience meltdowns and shutdowns, and I didn't really know what they were prior to my diagnosis. So some of the harder things for me have been at work and trying to navigate that journey whilst unmasking. Previous to finding out, I wasn't coping, but I was hiding it very well. In other words, I was masking very highly. And now that I've been unmasking, I am being far more honest about how things are affecting me and how difficult I find some particular things. This week, and it's only Thursday, has been really hard, and I had Monday off. My goodness, when I think about that, holy moly. So the 2 days that I worked were basically 3 days crammed into 2, and then top that off on the first day back. I had some great news at work, which was fantastic. Felt like finally I'm getting recognition for the good work that I know that I can do, and I, you know, had really happy tears for that. And then not even an hour later, had a call with a client, and they absolutely took the wind out of my sails. They spoke to me the same way that my ex used to speak to me, very passive aggressive, very abusive, but undertones. And I absolutely, like, it threw me. It was right before lunch when it happened, and so I thought, right, well, I'm just going to take a break, see how I feel after that, and then come back and whatever. Came back, messaged my leader because I was just reeling from the conversation. I was an absolute mess. Be careful about the way you speak to people. Hey, I don't think that a lot of neurotypicals, maybe it's neurotypicals, maybe it's not, I don't know, but it seems to me that in my experience, most neurodivergent people are quite empathetic and are very clued into emotions. This particular person didn't give a rat's about the impact of their words on me. They saw me as the company that I work for and not a person who works for that company, who is following the rules and trying to do the right thing by everybody. And they were ridiculously, they weren't nice. And I paid the price for that. Thankfully, my leader was straight on to it, and I will no longer have to deal with them. Someone else will be dealing with them, which I appreciated so much. That was exactly the action that needed to be taken. But in all of that, basically the process behind the scenes is when there's an incident, and because I work from home too, I guess they're kind of more hyper aware of that. They have to log it as an incident, and then HR have to get involved, and they have to, you know, have a conversation with you. And they asked me to get onto the employee assistance program. My leader asked me to give them a call, and I did that. And they were awful. They were crap. So I provided that feedback to my leader and also to HR about the experience with the employee assistance program. Was very, very, very disappointed with that, asking me questions that were completely outside of the assistance that I was asking for, and not like, it was just, yeah, not happy about that. Anyway, all that to say, I feel like in the background maybe there are some moves that the company is taking to be more neurodivergent friendly, to try and seek to understand the support that's required for someone like myself, but also understanding through the words that they were saying to me that they realise that it's not an overall umbrella fix for everybody who's neurodivergent. They're understanding that we're all different and we all need different things. And I had 3 different people reach out to me and ask, did I need anything, and please let them know what it is that I need. The hard thing is, I don't know what that is. I'm still reeling from that, from being spoken to like that by that person. And the fallout on that for me was that I lost so much time that I need to get my work done. So I stayed back a little longer to get more work done. And then yesterday did the same. But the work is still not, I mean, it's, you know, as done as I can get it, but there's a lot more time that I need to put into it to do that. But I understand that I need more time, and I'm trying to get people to understand transitions for me are really hard, and it takes much longer for me to get back into the swing of things where I was to where I need to be than it does for someone who's neurotypical, and that is the biggest factor for me at work. Interruptions, meetings, all sorts of things that take my time away from doing the things that I need to focus on and need to plug in and do, and even phone calls that come in that I have to answer, not just for myself but for colleagues, just cause me so much lost time. And that's a very difficult thing, but I don't know how to put that into words to tell them that's, you know, I don't know. I get loose comments from people who clearly don't understand the way that my brain works, about how, you know, other people in the team have X amount of clients that they deal with and you only have this many, which is less. Yes, that's arranged under my flexible work arrangement because of how much time it takes me and how long transitions take me to recover from and, you know, work through, blah, blah. The fact that I even have to hear things like that, I get people aren't educated, people don't understand, but comments like that just make me feel like a great big failure. They make me lose my confidence. They make it really hard to just keep going. My sons have said to me, why do you work in this job when clearly it's taking so much out of you? But my mortgage says keep working. All my bills say keep working. So I've got to keep working. And, you know, I've got to hustle. I've got to get it done because it's me. It's just me. And I'm not relying on anybody else to provide the income that I need day to day. I'm working on different strategies to, you know, make life easier for myself with investments and, you know, the kinds of things that someone my age should be doing. So I'm working on all of that. But the day-to-day stuff, the stress from my job really is the highest amount of stress that I experience day to day. And so I try and balance that out with things that I enjoy. Today, shortly after I finish filming this, I'm going and I'm getting a facial, and then I'm coming back and I'll start editing this because this is Saturday's video because I'm behind and I need to, you know, get more content filmed. This morning I sat on the couch in absolute freeze mode, just scrolling my phone, putting off getting this done because it meant that, number one, I had to put makeup on because I'm not going to come on here without makeup on. I'm not comfortable with that. But I didn't do my hair, so that's why it's up like that. And normally I would do my hair, I would straighten my hair and you know, whatever, ready for filming. But I just do not have the energy today. So the fact that I've even had energy to put on makeup is only because I need to film for you guys and get this done. But that's the reality of life, right? The reality of being neurodivergent, the reality of dealing with the conflicting brain of someone who has autism and ADHD. I'm at both ends of the candle, and I'm burning both ends, and it's not a pleasant thing. My brain is constantly in conflict. So where I need structure, my ADHD brain just can't do it, but I need it. My autistic brain, I'm still learning lots. And this is the second time I've heated up my coffee because it's gone cold with me just, doing other things. And constantly in my brain, the way that I'm thinking is, okay, so I did some washing yesterday, that's good, but I've got to put another load on before I go. I put the dishwasher on earlier, but I really need to unstack that before I leave for this appointment. Just now, as you've watched me look out the window, that's because a car has gone past and it's totally distracted me. And I've got a great big long list of things around the house that I need to do. My house is a mess. I need to clean properly. My vacuum cleaner isn't working. It's stuck, so I've got to fix that. I've got to book my car in for a service, which I've been delaying for a long period of time because I keep forgetting. Some of the tasks that I've been meaning to get done over the last couple of weeks, I've been gradually ticking them off because I make myself a great big long list to do those things. So that's been okay. I've been working on some training stuff. I'm working on, some other things that I'm doing to, just make life a bit better and a bit easier. So I've been working on those things on the side, and I'll tell you more about those another time when they're, moving along a little bit more. But I've been working on those things as well. So there's lots of things happening, and even though there's lots of things happening, my brain at times is just completely overwhelmed by it all, and I can't do anything. And that was me this morning. It's my dad's birthday today, so I rang my dad and sang happy birthday and said happy birthday to him, which was lovely. And this afternoon, once again, I go over and babysit my grandson, so I'm looking forward to that. That always just, he's started talking and babbling and saying mama and dada, and I can't wait to get that and see that. He's a big fan of Mimi blowing bubbles, so I get out the old bubble thing and blow bubbles for him, which is wonderful. Anyway, I'm babbling now. Look, I just wanted to share where I'm up to. Life isn't always easy, and navigating this life on the spectrum is, I can't even say that it's easier than I thought it would be, because I really had no idea what it was going to be like. I did not have any clues what this journey would bring, and I still don't. I'm still learning. I'm not perfect, far from any stretch of the imagination am I perfect, but I hope I'm coming across as real. I hope that, if you see in me yourself, if you hear some of the things that I say that you can relate to, then you're in the right place. Because it's just me here. I'm just sharing my journey, just sharing what it's like for me, navigating life being late diagnosed with autism and ADHD. I wanted to come on here today and say thank you for the follows, thank you for the comments, thank you for the likes. I really do appreciate it. So if you've hung around this long, please hit the like button, hit subscribe if you haven't already, and I look forward to catching you in the next one.